Uganda, beyond the dream.
All right, thank you very much, RTV Uganda viewers. My name is Semango Derek. It's yet another video, and today we're here in Gayaza town. I'm here with a political analyst. We're gonna smash different issues, and mainly we're gonna be in this issue that has become rampant in all the media platforms that we visit. We're finding it in the headlines, which is homosexuality. So, before I go far, allow me to give him a chance to introduce himself to you. Mister, this is your chance.
Thank you for giving me that opportunity. As usual, I'm Kaunda Kenneth. I'm a political analyst, educationist, a researcher, and a writer of a number of books. Thank you to me for being with me today. I also extend my sincere gratitude and thanks to those who are watching us, RTV Uganda.
Okay, thank you very much. It's Kaunda Kenneth. Yes, Mr. Kaunda Kenneth.
Yes.
In Uganda today we are seeing things that have been not happening before, and which we think that if at all we don't come out and speak about them, they're going to eat our country. They're going to destroy the generation that we are proud of, and that is homosexuality.
Yes.
In your view, as a political analyst as well as the current affair analysts, how do you see what major cause has brought homosexuality in Uganda?
One, at first, before I talk about the major cause,
Yes.
I will first condemn the issue of homosexuality,
Yes.
because it is an act violating humanity.
Yeah.
One, God created Adam. After creating Adam, asked Adam to look around whether there was a suitable friend for him.
Yeah.
Adam looked around, there was no woman, therefore he was not happy. He requested for a companion, which companion was Eve.
Yes.
And therefore, by that we expect a man to a woman, not a man to a man.
Yes.
Therefore, homosexuality is a bad act. The colonialists, when the colonialists came to Uganda, they came and they forced us to adopt colonial evils. They changed our culture, we kept quiet. They changed our names, we kept quiet. They stole our minerals, we kept quiet. But now it is time to come out as all Ugandans to condemn the issue of homosexuality, because homosexuality has no value to attach in the development of Uganda, but rather to destroy our culture. And the moment the culture of a given country is destroyed, then the country is useless, and we shall not have a meaningful generation in Uganda that will be of usage.
Yes. So before we go far, because we are seeing that many of the youth now are adopting this homosexuality issue, according to what could be the major cause that attracts this generation to go for it?
Now, first of all, look at the issue concerning the generation which we are having in Uganda. Many of them, they are unemployed.
Yeah.
And they are living in a state of poverty. Within that state of poverty, many people have resorted to look for quick money. In resort for looking for quick money, they have ended up involving themselves in such acts. Because whenever someone is poor, he is easily convinced. And not only that, think also we shall look at this. Some of these people have not been so religious. Some lack religious morals that can comfort their hearts, that they can think that God created man to fulfill the demands of a woman, not a fellow man. So with absence of religious heart, this also is another factor causing homosexuality. Then I think as I've talked about, poverty. Because of that poverty, many people want money, and because of looking for money, they end up looking for ways of getting. That's why they have joined this act of homosexuality, and that's why the number of homosexuals have increased in the country. And also look at weak laws. If there are stronger laws to come against homosexuals, then it will act as an eye-opener to threaten those homosexuals who believe that homosexuality is good and yet it is bad.
Okay, thank you very much. You're still watching RTV Uganda. We just request you, our viewers, to subscribe, share, like, and comment to our videos. We're still with Kaunda, Kenneth. Yes, you talked about weak laws in Uganda because as I was passing through different social media platforms, I found out that in Uganda, right now, homosexuality is practiced in schools. Let them be primary schools, secondary schools, plus the higher institutions. In your view, you think how can the government regulate this
For the first time,
Yes.
I would extend my sincere thanks to President Yoweri Museveni, he signed that homosexuality is illegal in Uganda, meaning that beginning with that, for making it illegal in Uganda, laws have to be put strict in schools, in churches, and other areas where people gather in large number. They carry out investigations. Whoever is caught must be imprisoned to act as an example to the rest, so that we can secure the next future for Uganda and the other generations.
Yes. So meaning that we see that some laws here in Uganda are very weak to an extent that recently I was watching news on a certain TV station, and there is a person who was abducted outside the court of Uganda, this Uganda Road Court, meaning that there are things that are being done in Uganda today and they are against the law in front of the court, but nothing is being done. So how do you see, if at all even this law that you're talking of, it is also taken
the issue
in the same way?
enforcement of these laws.
Yes.
Laws that they need to enforce them and follow up following the files, so that they can come up with clarity, make the populace know what is right and what is wrong. Then if someone is caught, then he should serve for what he has done or she has done, to act as an open. And if what we talk about homosexuality, there is also issue of lesbianism, a girl to a girl. So as we are fighting homosexuality, we also think another side of lesbianism, whereby girls are meeting their fellow girls still in single schools, and even in other areas where we find large population coming together for different ideas. So as we're handling homosexuality, we should also look at lesbianism. Let us condemn this out of our country. And in fact, our call should be the religious leaders should come in while they are preaching in the churches in different areas of the country. Let them condemn the issue of homosexuality and lesbianism, so that we can create fear and panic to our younger generation that homosexuality and lesbianism is an act which condemns all of the 10 commandments of the mighty God.
Okay, thank you very much. Then in another aspect, such a situation or such a thing, most of the times it has side effects. That's why we condemn it. So according to our viewers here on Narrative Uganda would like to know what side effects
Of
comes.
homosexuality.
Comes
One,
for
it
this
reduces the
homosexuality.
population.
Yes.
And whenever the country reduces, the population reduces in a country, one, remember, advantages of the largest population provides cheap labor, provides revenue to the government, and not only that, it creates expansion and development of industries and other factors and other activities in the country. So now, in case these men indulge in homosexuality, we are losing energetic men who could perform good jobs that can develop the country. So at the end, find out that the people who are homosexuals, their life expectancy reduces. By reducing, then the population which will remain behind will be very weak, which cannot enable the country to develop in terms of labor and other sectors. So homosexuality is not good. One, it causes cancer. That's one. Two, reduces on energetic population of the country. Three, it makes the country to lose the originality of the culture, which culture is the true origin of the of all people in the country. Not only that, still it makes people who involve in homosexuality to be meaningless in a community or in a society. So by all means, by steady spiribus, we must look at how we can uproot homosexuality and lesbianism in Uganda, so that we can safeguard social, political, and economic sphere of our motherland, Uganda.
Okay, thank you very much, our dear viewers of RTV Uganda. We are with Kaunda Kenneth, a political analyst. So today we're on the issue of homosexuality. And then before I go far, heard of this LGBT thing. What that they also have T-shirts that have their colors.
Of
So
course,
our
now,
viewers would like
of
to know
course
about
now,
it.
that is one way of marketing.
Mm.
They are marketing themselves. Of course, if you are putting on a uniform
Yes.
of homosexual, then the one who is because by the homosexuality has been there, right? Because look at in South Africa, homosexuality began in 1652, and it was begun by the Dutch in South Africa, and South Africa is part of Africa.
Yes.
And now they have been looking for all ways of making it exposed, having customers, or in all it has been a hard nut to crack. So they are using these uniforms as one way of attracting the attention, because it will be one, it will show that this if homosexuality, if you're a homosexual, it will also show you that this is my fellow homosexual. Then you can link up together and form a group. So what they are trying to do, they want to make a coalition, an alliance in different countries, that they can come together and make it easily spread. And by making these things, these groups, of course, there are groups which will be specifically in churches, in schools, and in hospitals, and everywhere, because their target is to see that by the end of 2030, when at least the issue of homosexuality, when it has caught the entire globe.
Okay, thank you very much, our dear viewers. I also come out and say, please, our dear fellow youths, let's resist this homosexuality issue, because we have heard much from different speakers who are condemning it. Different religious leaders are condemning it, and doctors have come out to tell you the side effects that come out of this. So please endeavor to be a victim of homosexuality or lesbianism. So these are things that are evil, that you shouldn't take part. I thank you very much for watching. I think in 2 to 3 minutes, I'm gonna give Mr. Kaunda Kenneth a chance to portray his last remarks to the viewers.
I call upon my fellow Ugandans, especially the younger generation, to stay away from homosexuality, because homosexuality is a bad practice. It destroys our culture and destroys our originality and cause disrespect of our country, Uganda. So with that, I call upon Ugandans to join our effort to kick out homosexuality out of Uganda. Being poor does not mean you indulge in poor practices, but rather you can look for other ways of working in different sectors as other people can help you. The government is there as you are there, but not to join homosexuality, which is a bad practice. And at the end of it all, it will kill the image of you as a homosexual in the public and to the rest of the world, because there is no benefit of homosexuality. Because if it was like this, that a man and a fellow man can sleep together and produce a kid, then it would be very good. Why do you think that God created Adam and created for him Eve? So therefore, that one is strictly prohibited. Me, I cast it out, that it should go out of Uganda, and we remain Ugandans with our true originality and our culture that the whole world yearn for.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kaunda Kenneth, for visiting us here on RTV Uganda. So we shall be giving you more updates about homosexuality and different issues as far as politics is concerned, as well as the current affairs. I'm Semango Derek. Just stay tuned. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, RTV Uganda. Comment, like, share all the videos that we uploaded before. Thank you very much.